Prime Derrick Rose was the most athletic point guard we've ever seen.
What?
Too strong for most point guards, with a mind-blowing first step, D. Rose was able to explode and fly in the air like he had springs in his legs, bending the laws of physics night after night. For 3.5 years, he was the most electrifying player in the NBA, serving some of the most disrespectful dunks we've ever seen. And then, in the first game of the 2012 playoffs, Rose fell to the floor of the United Center, holding onto his knee, his face twisted in agony. Derrick Rose, as we knew him, was over. Not officially over, as Derrick Rose played for 12 more years, with some legendary moments, like the playoff game winner against Cleveland, or the 50 points he scored for the Timberwolves. But Derrick Rose, as we originally knew him, ceased to exist that fateful night in 2012. And his story remains one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history. Because if Derrick Rose had remained healthy, he probably would have been one of the top 5 point guards of all time. In 2008, the Chicago Bulls had only a 1.7% chance of getting the number 1 pick.
The number 1 pick in the 2008 NBA draft will be made by the Chicago Bulls.
But the luck of the lottery smiled upon them, and they got the chance to draft their hometown hero. Born in the south side of Chicago, one of the most dangerous and crime-infested places on the planet, Derrick Rose had a tough childhood. Rose grew up in a 5-bedroom house with a single mom and 3 brothers, but up to 13 people would live in the house at one time. His 2 older brothers were drug dealers, like a lot of other young kids in his neighborhood. But Derrick didn't want that life. His drug of choice was basketball, and he spent most of his time playing ball at Murray Park, also known as Murder Park, due to the number of killings that had happened there. And even though he was surrounded by guns and narcotics, Derrick was protected, and the neighborhood gangs never gave him trouble, partly because they were scared of his mother, Brenda, who protected Derrick like an angry wolf would protect her cub, and partly because he was a local celebrity. From an early age, everybody knew Rose was special and had a chance to make it out of the hood. I was the best kid in my neighborhood at a young age. My whole life, I was always the one everyone was talking about. I've never really wanted the attention, but it has always been there. As a high school junior, Rose led his high school Simeon Career Academy to a state title with a buzzer-beating jumper in the finals.
He's going one-on-one. The loft, the score! Derrick Rose with the bucket.
In his senior season, Simeon won the title again, with Rose averaging 25 points, 9 assists, 9 rebounds, and 3.5 steals. And Derrick finished his high school career with a record of 120-12. He was wanted by several major programs, but he chose the University of Memphis because of Coach Calipari, and because he believed